It's your boy L192Ls back for another video. Do you like making money? Of course you like making money. This is a quick video on how to make money buying and selling anything on Craigslist. I'm going to try to keep it short, simple, and sweet. That's how I like to keep it. And we're just going to jump right into it. I buy and sell MacBook Pros. So I feel like I'm a pro at this because this will be the 7th MacBook Pro that I have bought and sold on Craigslist. I bought a few from Craigslist, I bought others from pawn shops, but I made profit on every single one. Just give you a quick history on how I got into this. I bought a 15-inch 2008 MacBook Pro 5 months ago, and then I sold it to a friend of mine for $225. I made $100. Then I seen a 17-inch one, 2008 MacBook Pro. I bought that one, went to Denver to get it. I got that one for $80, and I sold that one for $300+. And I was like, hey, it might be a good way to make some money. And I have been making money buying and selling a lot of things on Craigslist, but the majority of my money has came from these MacBook Pros. You can apply this method to any. First of all, you gotta find the item that you want to sell. In this case, like I said before, I use MacBook Pros, but you can do this with furniture, electronics, shoes, cars, clothes. It doesn't matter, whatever floats your boat, as long as you have a little bit of knowledge of what things sell for. It's hard to get burnt that way. So first of all, you got to get your item, and then you see how much it's worth. If you're doing cars, you use a site something like Kelley Blue Book. See KBB, I got KBB right there. And if you're using something like I'm using, which is MacBook Pros, you use something like Every Mac. So this is Every Mac right here, as you can see. Here's some basic specs of it. I'm gonna use some of these specs. I'm gonna copy and paste it in my description when I actually post my ad on Craigslist. Let's go ahead and get this camera going for fun's sake. So we got this going. All right, so as I was saying, Every Mac says, you gotta get down to the bottom, Original price $2,000. Estimated current retail price $800 to $1,000, and that is always a high number. I would love to get $800 to $1,000, but the market is not going to allow me to get $800 to $1,000. I potentially could, but I'll be trying to sell this thing for months. So let's go ahead and set this camera down like this. Gorgeous, and you hit Craigslist. See, where you're selling the stuff on Craigslist, so the market is your local area in Craigslist. So type in MacBook Pro. Cool. We're rolling. And then what I like to do, they pop up by the relevantness. You can see this one right here I clicked on not too long ago because it's purple. And then you can go ahead and sort it by most expensive or the cheapest to most expensive. That's how I like to do it. And then you scroll through, and then you see one right here, the 2011 model for $400. That's a fake ad. We're gonna click on it just so you can see what a fake ad looks like. It has no phone number. Actually, it does have a phone number, but it's been there for a while, so I think that one's gone already. And then you have this one. Basically, this is like the same one I'm gonna sell, a 15-inch one, and they're asking $450. And if you look at the specs, it has 8 gigs of memory and 500 gig hard drive, and it has a 2.66 i7. If you see right here, mine is a 15-inch, has 2.53 Intel i5, and only have 4 gigs of memory. So this one is better. So I should have did this ad a couple weeks ago. I was planning on making this video a couple weeks ago. I just haven't got around to it because this one is going to sell definitely before mine. I was planning on posting mine at $500 and going down to about $450. But see, now his is posted at $450. That automatically in my mind means he'd take $400 for. And he said it's the only reason he's taking $450 for is because it has a chip on the back, and then you can see that chip is right there. So mine doesn't have that, but it still looks like it's in pretty good condition, almost better condition, minus that piece of plastic being missing. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my current MacBook. I've been using the hell out of this thing. That's another thing about buying and selling MacBooks, is that I actually use them, and I've used this one for quite some time. You can kind of see it's kind of messy. It's kind of dirty. It's real dirty, actually. It needs to be cleaned up real good. So I'm gonna clean it up real good. I'm gonna post some pictures of it, and my ad is actually gonna be more expensive than his. So I wake up, I don't feel good. I got some green tea here. All right. And like I said, you can apply this method with anything. And let me just give you an example. All right, you got a beat up Mazda right here. It's a 2003 B300. It runs. It has a full tank of gas. They have the title in hand and one key. If you want it for a project of parts, it's all yours. You can drive off with it. Price is firm, right? They're asking $500 for this thing, and you can see that it's pretty beat up. It is pretty beat up, needs some body work. So if you're not a mechanic, that might not be something for you. But I feel like even with that, it's worth more than $500. I went to Kelley Blue Book. I typed in some numbers, and you can see right there, Kelley Blue Book says that it's worth $4,162 in a private party sale, and that's in good condition. So off the top of your head, you should say that this one is worth at least $1,000. So if you buy it for $500 and you resell it for $1,000, you make $500 in profit. You can probably get more. That's just one example. So, and the thing about Colorado Springs is I live about an hour away from Denver. So if you hop over here to Craigslist in Denver, and then you sort them from cheapest to most expensive, you can see that, first of all, there's more options of MacBooks to buy in Denver, and the prices of them are more affordable. There's more of them, and they're cheaper. Look at that, it's 2008 one right there for $300. That's a little bit overpriced, but you get the general idea. Look at that, 2010 13-inch one right there for $300. I can probably sell that from $400 and make at least $100. Only thing is you got to drive to Denver, and that $15-20 comes out in gas, and it comes out your pocket. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna clean this thing up. I'm gonna take some nice pictures of it. I'm gonna post the ad, and hopefully somebody bites on it soon. I'll get back with you. Now that you've done a good job cleaning it up, let's get a little close up. Looks pretty good. Could have did a better job, but for the most part, it looks pretty decent. What you're gonna do is snap some pictures of it. The better your pictures, the higher chance you have of somebody even looking at your ad, let alone respond. I always like getting a picture of it halfway closed, the apple on the top. Just for the heck of it. Boom, this is the finished product. This is how the page looks where you're able to edit it, and this is the page how it looks when other people are looking at it. You can see I got pretty decent pictures there. I took a total of 8 pictures. They look pretty nice. I did some cropping to crop out things that were unnecessary. And if I go through the pictures real quick, you can see I got the second one, got that picture, got that angle, got that angle. I like to include a picture of the specs. So those were the specs right there. And just for good measure, I always put a screenshot of how much these computers are selling on eBay or have sold on eBay. And a lot of times it's more than what I'm selling it for. So now it's just playing the waiting game. Quick update. Ad's been posted about 2 hours. And I got an email right there. It says, "Can I pay you $480?" I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if I'm going to take the $480, post the ad, and people try to finagle me. I normally let it marinate for about 2 or 3 days and try to squeeze full price out of them, but I can use this money ASAP, so I might text them back and him or her back and tell them that I accept this, and if they're cool with it, it's 12:30 at night, so I'm definitely not going to meet them this late at night, and if they're cool, I'll meet them tomorrow, and I'll let you know how it went. It's been a week, still haven't sold the computer. I've had some people text message me. I had about 5 scammers try to get me. They text you talking about shipping it and paying you more than the computer costs. You ignore those text messages. You definitely don't want to listen to that. And it's been about 2 days since I had anybody inquire about the laptop. As you can see there, it says it was posted 7 days ago. Still my ad looking pretty. And the thing about this is, if I click back, it's a couple cheaper than mine's. Like this one right here just got posted today, February 1st. It's a 2011 one. They want $374. So that's probably gonna go before mine's. And then this one popped up yesterday. It's a 2012 model, and that's a good deal. If I had the money, I would buy that one and resell it. What I want to do, since I'm not willing to drop the price yet, I knew I wasn't gonna get $500. I'm kind of still hoping for $450. I'm not gonna go anything lower than $400. Is you renew the ad. So you click on the link that they send you in the email to post the ad. This is the link right there, and then you go to renew this posting. Boom. Posting has been written and refreshed, but it basically takes it back up. It takes it back up to the top of the listing. See, these are on up top because they were posted relatively soon. Yes, today, one yesterday, and then now mine's is soon to be next to there. Alright, finally, man. It's been about 3 days since I refreshed the ad. It's been silent. I was thinking I wasn't gonna sell the computer for a second. I almost was tempted to lower the price to about $445 so I can be lower than that other 2010 MacBook. And then those things disappeared off Craigslist, so I'm guessing somebody bought them, which left mine as the most affordable option. So I got a text about 3 hours ago from a person that seemed like they were really interested. I mean, interested enough to meet me, and I told him I got off of work at 5. It's about 5:45 now, and I'm having meet me at the place I always have them meet me at, which is Starbucks. Got the computer in my backpack, and I like to get here about 5 minutes before they do, so I can set it up, start it up, plug it in if it needs to be plugged in, and just make sure everything's cool. Maybe wipe off some fingerprints at the last minute, and that's it. So hopefully they buy it. I'll let you know. All right, they bought it. I am leaving Starbucks now. First they had offered me $450, and then I told them I didn't want to take $450. Or they offered me $400, I should say, and I told them I wouldn't take $400, and I countered with $450, and then they countered with $425, which I agreed on. So I got $425. When I get to the house, I'll run some numbers, let you know how much I made in total, and that's about it. And these are the final numbers for the 2010 MacBook Pro. I owned it for 3 months. I bought it back in November. I paid $250 for it from Easy Pawn Shop. I just sold it for $425 for a total profit of $175. It's not the most I've made, but it's not the least I've made. And if you do that a couple times a week, you can actually make a living out of this. I don't do it a couple times a week, but the extra money does come in handy. Now, my next flip is another MacBook that's at the pawn shop. It's $270. I will be buying that soon and selling that soon, and hopefully I can make more than $175 on it. If you like this video, make sure you like this video. If you love this video, hit me with a subscribe. It's your boy Ill, 1 I 2 L's. I'm out.